to Pai. Today's plan, now we're in Pai, we're going to go to the big Buddha. We can actually see it from our room. Right up there is the temple. So we're going to hire a scooter and head up to the temple, and then we're going to potentially go to one of the viewpoints for sunset. So we arrived at stop number 1. Luckily in Pai everything's within sort of 5-10 minutes of each other, so they're not long rides. And we're here at the Big Buddha, which should be at the top of this hill. It's got to be close to 35 degrees today, so it's much sweatier work.
Oh, we keep climbing steps.
The one thing you can never get bored of is Thailand's answer to doing things the official way. Part of the area under construction, but we'll get some cheap red tape and hang it by a plant pot. Genius. I know it's just a renovated Buddha on top of a hill compared to some of the places that we have been, but there's something about the view. I mean, we've been in Pai not even 24 hours, and it's an absolutely stunning place. You can't see it dripping off my face. This gives you half a experience on what Thailand heat can be like. We only went up 300 steps. It's not like we climbed Mount Everest. Worth it though. This is why we come traveling. 3 weeks in and we're getting views like that. I don't know whether we've peaked too soon. So literally half a mile from the Buddha, what is traditional in Thailand and Vietnam, the rice paddy. And there's barely a soul in sight. Just me, Carly, a couple of scooters, and this.
Where are we?
Tell you where we are. Where some roosters are. It's called the Yun Lei viewpoint, and at the moment it doesn't look like we've got a view because you just pan the boat to the left.
It's just fog.
So we left Pai 10 minutes ago. 40 degrees, really hot. We've just come into the mountains and the road at the end is dangerously steep. Doesn't look like we can see anything now. So we're going to give it a shot anyway.
We'll go and have a look.
Sorry, Cal. So the sun's just gone behind the mountains, and as you can tell over here, look, and then you turn 180 and you can't see a thing. You can just about see, just to the right, there's the temple we were at earlier, and it's amazing to see just one town covered in rain and everything else around is completely clear. Viewpoint tick, massive tick, beautiful, but we're heading down. We want to get back before it gets dark. Welcome to the bamboo bridge of Pai. What they don't tell you, literally 20 yards from the car park, the road is covered by a river. Now luckily it's not deep. Luckily it's like it's just had heavy rainfall. It's nice and sunny now, and because it's the back end of rainy season, it's supposed to be really green and lush, so we're looking forward to it. On the bamboo bridge. It's stunning. We've come here relatively early, so there's only a handful of tourists. It's again another perk of low season. It's relatively quiet.
Lovely.
How high can I get?
Yeah.
In some of these places in Pai, they've got massive lakes with thousands and thousands of fish. For a small donation, they actually put fish food out. So we've got ours, we're about to donate. And it goes towards the local community.
There's 2 lids.
Oh,
There's 2 pots.
Carly's chucked in the lid
No,
for
it's not
dessert.
the lid. I've got the lid. They had double pot.
Oh, it's the pot itself.
They had 2 pots.
Oh yeah, they're not interested in that.
Oh,
thank
thank
God.
God. It just jumped. Oh.
I mean, if you've ever watched any YouTubes about this place, they always say come during this season, because if not, the rice paddies have been cropped. It's bone dry, so it's just all one, you know, brown bamboo bridge, brown landscape, and it's not quite as pretty. However, because we've come in rainy season, of all the bamboo bridges, this hut situated right in the centre. What that does give you, one is a bit of wind, cool air, a bit of shade as well for secondly, and thirdly, most importantly, you get the amazing view. This bridge just here, that's the Instagram shot that you see all the time, and of course we've come, so we're going to get the exact same shot.
Look at the size of those lily pads.
Bamboo bridge, big thumbs up from us to see all of this in someone's local community just as they're about to harvest. Doesn't get better than that. So we have made it for sunset to Pai Canyon. Just parked up. Looks like we've got probably half an hour, 45 minutes until the sun sets. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be a cloudy sunset tonight, which is such a shame because it's a really nice place, but it looks like rain over there as well. Real shame because it's a nice spot. It's a really nice canyon, but we win some, you lose some. So we decided to head down early. In the last 45 minutes, the tours, all the tourists, they've just all come in and it's just ruined it a little bit. That rain that was coming in came in. It literally as we got to the bikes, we managed to actually get out of the rain. I've never experienced being able to beat the rain back out again, so we've dried off actually quite a bit. But as we were coming back into Pai, you could see the clouds and the rain just follow us the whole way. I've never experienced anything like that. It was really weird. Give it 2 minutes and this street, it's already gone dark. This street is going to be absolutely tossing it down. So we've literally just left the bikes there. Here comes the rain that we just beat home. So we have just arrived at the Memorial Bridge. Sun is now back out in full force. It rained rest of the morning into the afternoon. 5 minutes later, You got bright blue skies, back to being 35 degrees. So this bridge actually runs now parallel to what is the modern bridge, and it's actually got a really cool little story for Pai. So back in World War II, the Japanese declared war on the Allies, which at the time, Burma, Myanmar, a colony of the UK. So obviously Japan declared war on the UK, and they couldn't get across the river, so they built this bridge. Then when the war ended and the Japanese retreated, they burnt the bridge down. And then, which is I suppose the nicest part of the story, is some 25-30 years later, the locals decided to rebuild it, and now it's a memorial bridge. It's just really interesting to get local knowledge of something that I would have never normally come to. You know, this is just a bridge next to what is now the road, crossing this wonderful river, albeit a bit brown at the moment from all the rainfall. I doubt many people are watching these vlogs, but if you are, and you do come to Pai, and you do come to this memorial bridge, just be careful, there is a couple of holes. So bearing in mind we've come to 2 huts and it's bright sunshine, we've just come through the mountains and we're absolutely drenched. You can't work out Thailand's weather. We are soaked through and it's bright sunshine. And welcome back to the Big White Buddha. We got up early this morning to just get one last view of Pai, but unfortunately, again, it's raining. We've absolutely loved Pai. I can see the hype around this place. Concerned a little bit what it'll be like in the next couple of years. It does feel like it's getting a bit too touristy, which is ironic because we're tourists, but anyone that's come into Pai or been to Pai will probably understand what I mean by that. The only things we didn't do are the hot springs and the waterfalls, and there's good reason for that. According to reviews, all of the prices have doubled this year, waiting for the post-COVID influx, which is a real shame because it looked really nice, but when you can hire a bike for 3 days cheaper than going to one waterfall, that is a little bit cheeky, so we haven't gone to them for good reason. So like I said, that is the end of the vlog. I hope you've enjoyed. We're now off to Chiang Mai, so that'll be the next video once we get there and explore the place. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.